Welcome to the Lotus Riche Ignites Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you. Hello and welcome back to the Lotus Riche Ignite Show, where I am super duper happy to have you on with me tonight. So come on in and get in where you're fitting, because I've always got room around my table for you, because I'm here tonight bringing inspiration to every nation, because we want you to ignite and take flight in every area of your life. So as you're coming on in, come on in. And while you're getting in where you fit in, be sure to like, share, start a watch party. Like, share, start a watch party, and run and tell somebody that it's time to ignite and take flight. Now, tonight, we have a fabulous discussion, and you can almost see it behind my head. Tonight, we're going to be talking about using your thinking and growing rich. Now, we know that thinking is something that many of us do almost on automatic, if you will. And what we know about thinking is that we can either think to be prosperous or think to be poor. And tonight, I have a phenomenal guest that's going to help us really assess what we're thinking, why we're thinking, and how we're thinking. And he's going to give us some tips to change our negative thoughts to positive thoughts so that we can create positive energy. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table. And now I know many of you are always asking me, hey, Lotus, what's in your cup tonight? You're always drinking herbal teas or something that's really good for you. So tonight, let's see what's in my cup. Grab yours. Tonight, I'm drinking elderberry tea. All right, tonight I got my elderberry tea, and I'm going to take a sip. And if you don't have your merch, if you don't have your Lotus Ignites merch, go ahead and grab your Lotus Ignites merch and look in the comment, and the link will be there for you to go and grab your Ignites merch. You're going to love it, because I love it too. So let's see who's here. All right, we've got Angie all the way from Washington, D.C. It's good to see you. Don't forget to like, share, and start a watch party. And come on in. Hey, Phyllis Weaver all the way from North Carolina. Good to see you. I think I know you're in North Carolina, but I'm not sure. So let us know where you're coming in from. And make sure you like, share, and start a watch party and run and tell somebody. Because tonight, I've got a phenomenal guest with me this evening. This young man, and you see him right there? You see him? He is right here with us all the way from Canada. He is going to light up our platform tonight as he talks about using your thinking and growing rich. So we're going to get ready to get this party started as you come in. All right. Like, share, and start a watch party. Like, share, and start a watch party. So I'm going to make a quick break, and then I'm going to go backstage and get my phenomenal guest. So take a quick break, and I'll be right back with my guest, the remarkable SATISH VERMA. Please welcome my esteemed guest. He is the president and CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute, the phenomenal Mr. SATISH VERMA. Hello. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, Lotus. How about you?
I am doing fantastic. It's always great to see you. How was your day today?
Day has been always amazing as usual. It's
awesome. Awesome. So I'm super happy to have you here on the show. We've got folks from all over, and I want to go back and grab a couple of the comments. Hey there, Phyllis. It's good to see you. Happy to have you here. Roman Corpus, all the way from Hawaii. We're happy to have you here. We've got Chicago in the house. Hey there, Nikki Hammer. It's good to see you. And of course, Phyllis says she's all the way in from North Carolina. So, folks, I know you were waiting for us, and we're here to start the show. And we're going to put Mr. SATISH VERMA, the CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute, right in the hot seat right here at Lotus Riche Ignites, because we're wanting to help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life. So I know I see another comment. Let me acknowledge it really quick. She's coming in, Shirley Patterson. She's coming in from Patterson, New Jersey. It's good to see you, Shirley. Happy to have you here. Super duper happy to have you here. So we're going to get right into it. So I shared with the folks who you are, but can you share a little bit more about who you are?
Well, it's very difficult to talk about yourself. That's the big problem, right? So, so at this time, I think audience will find a lot about me as we go through our interview or through our show. Okay, and at this time, I can simply say my name is SATISH VERMA, and I'm product of Think and Grow Rich. That's all it is. Okay. So,
awesome. And you know what? And I love how you said that, because you said I'm a product of Think and Grow Rich.
That's correct.
See, he takes us right to it. He takes us right to it. So I've got to ask you, what do you mean when you say I'm a product of Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah, see, whatever I am today, I am a person with a total peace within myself. Okay, like every day is a new day in my life. Every day I look forward to getting up in the morning. I don't sleep. I sleep in a hurry to get up. Okay, so this kind of state of mind doesn't come to you if you are having negative thinking, right?
Right.
If this state of doesn't come to you if you're looking for problems in your life. This state of mind doesn't come to you if you are thinking you are going to, what kind of day you are going to have. You precisely know what your day is going to be, when you wake up. Okay, because you already pre-programmed your mind. This is the way I'm going to look forward to. And it's not that you know everything is going to happen. What you really know about yourself is you know exactly how you're going to respond to any situation that comes in your life.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether it is a problem, whether it's an impediment in your life or some kind of challenge in your life. You know exactly how you're going to respond. Okay, and you look for that challenge every day. So this is what I am. If it were not for Think and Grow Rich, I would not be that kind of person what I am today when I wake up in the morning. And that's what I meant. I'm product of Think and Grow Rich.
Awesome. So basically, we are a product of what we read, what we embrace in our life. Wow, that's powerful. So if you think that you are a product of what you read and what you embrace every day, go ahead and put a number 2 in the comment block below. And so, Mr. SATISH, what brought you, what inspired you to come to the show?
Well, actually, I have been watching you, on Facebook, and you have been promoting Think and Grow Rich, and my whole purpose in life is to let people know that how they can really think and grow rich, right? And anybody who's associated with this brand, it gives me a great feeling to be associated with them. Okay?
Right.
And this is the reason we started talking, right?
Yes.
Because it's not just thinking and growing rich. It's like making a difference in this world.
Yes.
That's what it is. So anybody who's making a difference in this world through thinking and growing rich, we are friends to them. The Napoleon Foundation is friends to them. And this is the reason, this is the reason I was inspired to come to the show, so that people should know more in-depth understanding of Think and Grow Rich.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, you and I, we talked privately, and we had a great discussion, by the way, and privately we discussed and you shared that you came from poor beginnings. Can you share your story with us?
Yes, it's see, poverty can be the richest experience in your life. Always remember this thing. Okay, this is a very powerful line. Actually, I'm quoting from Napoleon Hill, right? He said, poverty could be the richest experience of your life, which you will never have otherwise if you were not poor. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I grew up in a war-torn area of India. That's where I was born, and my father was a physician. And in the war, he was killed, and my mother became a widow. And, and when she became a widow, she was totally illiterate woman, never went to school, never had any education, and she had to raise three children. I was the youngest of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter. The wealth, yeah, she came from a wealthy family, but everything was gone after the war.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see any wealth in my family personally when I was growing up, and we had only sometimes one meal to eat a day, if that, sometime, and hunger was so common, like it was part of your life. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but there's always a hope which somebody gives you at that time. You say, look, this state is never going to last for the rest of your life. This is never going to happen for the rest of your life, because there are the best is yet to come. So you look,
Yes.
so when you are a little kid, you start to look for that better. You don't worry about what's happening to you now, but you are looking for what's going to happen in the future. If you are conditioned that way, oh, things are going to be so good, things are going to be so better for you, you will
Mm-hmm.
enjoy them, and so you look forward to that, and that's a kind of thinking. Understand this thing. When you
Mm-hmm.
look forward to, you are actually thinking about that thing.
Yes.
So naturally, this is what's going to manifest in your life.
That's true.
The place where I came from, those people I grew up with, they are still there,
Mm-hmm.
except our family, and we grew out of this. Uh, I'll tell you a very strange experience. When I was growing up, I was 6 years old probably, and my grand uncle came to visit us,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Oh, you want to go to a movie?" And I had no idea what the movie was like. What I had no clue what he's talking about. So he explained to me. I said, "Yeah, I will go with you." So he takes him to a theater. In those days, they're not big screen theater, and small screen, and you go there. It's like a dungeon place and dark, and you go in. And my first movie, it was by James Bond. Okay, I'm just, the reason I'm explaining this is, I'm talking about this is, it'll tell you what your thinking can really do to you.
Yes.
So, it was James Bond movie. Sean Connery uh,
Mm-hmm.
was the lead character, and there was a scene in the movie, and
Mm-hmm.
Sean Connery having coffee with a stunning blonde in a coffee shop in Zurich, Switzerland.
Uh-huh.
And I asked my uncle, I said, "What is that?" Because I did not understand a word of English. Understand this thing.
Right.
So I asked him, "What is that?" Oh, he said, "There's a coffee shop in this is a restaurant coffee shop in Zurich, Switzerland." And I didn't know what he was talking about, Switzerland. I had never heard about that place. But he didn't know I was not asking about that place. I was asking about that blonde. Okay.
Right.
Okay. It sounds funny because I said, "What is that?" I meant, who is this? What is this blonde? And
Mm-hmm.
I could not comprehend about the blonde, because I had never seen a woman with so many like blonde hair or gray hair, in my opinion, at that
Right.
time growing up. And I was wondering why a woman would have so many gray hair. She looks so young, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is so this was my question to him. And he said, "Oh, it's a coffee shop in Zurich, Switzerland." Oh, I said, "Okay, whatever it is." So that scene somehow got stuck in my mind. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for those of you who are listening, see, this is what the power of thinking. The scene
Yes.
got stuck in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I was reading about history of Europe, or I was thinking about Switzerland, I read anything about Switzerland,
Mm-hmm.
that scene will pop up in my mind.
Right.
then I grew up in teenage years. I read more about Europe, and that scene will again come to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I said, maybe I will go to Switzerland one day. So that scene kept on saturating my mind. And I finished my master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I got an acceptance from Canada to do my another master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, I can go to Canada now. So as I'm making my travel plans,
Mm-hmm.
that scene came into my mind again. I said, maybe I should go to Switzerland
Mm-hmm.
before I go to Canada. So, but I had barely the ticket to come to Canada. I had no money, I'll tell you, and I barely collected my fare. And the government of India will allow you only $8 to come to leave the country. That's all they will give you at that time. I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That was 40 plus some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got my $8, got his backpack, and I'm on my way to Canada. And I went to the travel agent. I said, I want to go via Zurich.
Mm-hmm.
He said, why do you want to go via Zurich? I said, because I want to. See, that scene was coming again in my mind.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he planned my way. I said, is there any way I can stay in one night in Zurich, Switzerland?
Mm-hmm.
He said, oh, yeah, we can make those arrangements. And you can stay overnight at airline's expense, because if my flight arrives in Zurich at 10 o'clock, but my flight for Canada had left at 9 o'clock in the morning, they will give me a stay free for the next 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that in those days, airlines were very kind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? I land in Zurich. See?
Yes. Just what you were thinking about.
So when I landed in Zurich, I went to the front desk. I said, are there coffee shops in this city along the Limit River? They say, yeah. So he gave me that direction. I started walking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking in that, on the Limit River. And I see exactly the coffee shop I saw when I was 6 years old.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
I said, time to drink that coffee. So I go in.
Mm-hmm.
I had only $8 in my pocket. Understand this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I go and order a cup of coffee. And coffee was very bitter. I had never drank that coffee before. And I put a lot of cream and milk in there and sugar in there. And I gave the waitress $1. Okay. Coffee was only probably 10, 15 cents in those days. And I gave her the $1. I came out and I'm walking along Limit River again, but I'm in a very pensive mood.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what the heck happened here? Did I invest 17% of my net worth on a cup of coffee? I had only $8 to come to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I had no money because the Canadian University had given me a scholarship. So I was okay when I come here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I will not be sad because of that. I was sad because why didn't I think that I'll have a coffee with a blonde?
Yes.
Now, those of you who are listening, never ever shortchange yourself. I said, if I had thought that I'll have a coffee with a blonde in Zurich, Switzerland, I would have it. I can assure you this thing. Because all I thought was to visit the coffee shop. That's the only scene I had in my mind.
Yes.
So always think big. After that, I said to myself, never in my life, I'm going to think small.
Wow. So this is what I heard you say.
Sure.
Privately.
Yes.
Was that you came from the slums of India. You had nothing. But from nothing, through thought, through imagination, you aspired to something.
Yes.
And I heard you just say, no matter what, don't think small, always think big.
Yes.
And so, folks, If you are ready to think big, if you are ready to think big, put it number 3 in the comment below. Put it
Sure.
number 3 in the comment below. And folks, those of you that's just tuning in, I have the remarkable Mr. Satish Verma. He is the CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute. He's been all over the world. He's talked to some of the top earners on the planet. And he has fashioned himself after one of my favorite books and authors, Mr. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And he's here tonight to help us to think and grow rich. After all, our topic tonight is using your thinking to grow rich. Use your thinking to grow rich. So for those of you that's coming in, go ahead. If you are ready to use your thinking to move the negativity out of the way, put in number 4 in the comment block below. And now it's time to take notes. I always say that note takers are money makers. If you are ready to really learn, get your notepad and get your pen, because we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back in, we're going to put Mr. Satish Verma back in the hot seat again, because he came here to help you think and grow rich. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. We've got some more folks streaming in, and we're super happy to have you here. Miss Sophie, all the way from Cameroon, Africa. We're happy to have you. We have Miss Angela Lewis, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and Mr. Dwayne Walton, all the way from Tennessee. Good to see you, Dwayne. He is a huge fan of Think and Grow Rich. We've actually gone through the book together, and we had a bunch of tools they wanted to get right involved with you. And we have the remarkable Mr. Donald Kincaid. He is a blues legend. So it's great to see you, Mr. Kincaid. Baya Paite, all the way from the Philippines. Great to see you. And Mr. Kincaid said, thank you for continuing to make positive efforts to change mindsets and foster hope. Well, thank you, Mr. Kincaid. We appreciate you. And Mr. Dwayne Walton says, thinking equals manifestation. And he said, always think big. So many folks wanted to put you back in the hot seat. All right. People from all over the place. From zero to hero through thinking big and perseverance. That's right. All right. Fantastic. Wow. And then we've got a bunch of 4s here. We got Vicky Horn. Hi, Vicky Horn. It's good to see you. Let us know where you're coming in from. And if you are just joining us, welcome to the show. I have my remarkable guest, Mr. Satish Verma. He's the president and CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute. And tonight we are here discussing how you can use your thinking and grow rich. And so we've talked about a couple of different things, how he started out his life and how he actually came from poor beginnings, but now he has learned through the process of thought.
Yeah.
And he has learned how to create the life that he wants to have, and he's living. So let me ask you this. What was your driving force to succeed in life? You came from poor beginnings, but you just knew you wanted something better.
See, we all human beings are a product of 2 things. Okay, what Napoleon Hill calls is, one is your social heredity, which is your environment. Other one is your physical heredity, which is the way you are genetically, the way you are born. Okay. So there was no driving force behind me to do what I wanted to do. It was just that I was conditioned to think good. I was conditioned that you think big and big things are going to happen in your life. And even when we were going through poverty, I was always told this won't last long. Okay, so that idea itself, it won't last long,
Mhm.
embedded in the mind thinking, because
Yes.
the best is yet to come. Okay,
Right.
so the driving force is, you see, materially we can achieve anything that we want in life, right? But the driving force is your thinking behind this. Driving force, the motivation can give you the impetus to act. Okay, but if your thinking is still small, it doesn't matter what kind of goal you are going to set, you're going to be afraid even to achieve those goals.
Yes.
Okay, so it's the thinking that's the key. Okay, it's the thinking that motivates you. And
Mhm.
actually, you don't even feel that you are motivated. Understand this thing.
Right.
You are just motivated. It's
Mhm.
part of you. It has nothing to do with what drives you.
Mhm.
Like as I said, you can say, "Oh well, I'm going to be multi-millionaire. I'll have a car. This."
Mhm.
Yeah, your thinking is okay. You're going to have it.
Mhm.
But if thinking that thing is not connected to your peace of mind,
Yes.
that thinking will stink.
Mhm.
Even when you become rich, you are not going to be a very happy person,
That's true.
right? So when you say think big, it also tells you think about having peace of mind, which is the greatest richness in life. See,
Yes.
when you really read Think and Grow Rich, it's not about making money.
Right.
It's about having wealth and peace of mind. Those are the two things Napoleon wants you to have. One without the other, you are going to be very poor. Okay?
Yes.
If your think is embedded in you like this, that I am going to just think great. As he described, he said there are 12 riches in life.
Yes.
12 riches in life. And
Mhm.
you know what he talks of? Money is the last one. The first richness is positive mental attitude.
Yep.
Right? So when you have a positive mindset, you are already a very wealthy person. So this is the driving force. The driving force is the positive mental attitude. Okay, if you are conditioned with that kind of thinking, you will always be wealthy, you will always be rich.
Wow.
So
I love it.
see, the thing is that most of humanity is
Mhm.
always thinking poverty, misery, lack, limitations. Okay,
Mhm.
their driving force is that thinking. Whatever they are, whatever they become, that's the driving force.
Right.
If that doesn't change, you can set as high goal as you want, you may achieve them,
Mhm.
but you will never be a happier person. Okay,
Wow.
so see the thinking, what I'm talking about, let me put it in different perspective. If you're thinking wrong things are going to manifest anyway, right?
Mhm.
The See, again, the power is in that thinking. But if the power behind that thinking is positive, the positive results are going to be in your life.
Right.
So the driving force in every human being
Mhm.
is that positive thinking. Driving force is not that I'm going to make so much money. Driving force is that you are positive so you can have and be and do anything that you want in life.
Mhm.
Gandhi, for example,
Mhm.
and as you know, Martin Luther King was great follower of Gandhi, right?
Yes.
In my opinion, Gandhi was the richest man living on this planet because he
Mhm.
didn't have any money.
Right.
Okay, but he had a purpose in life.
Mhm. Mhm.
He didn't want any money because his purpose was peace of mind. And and if, let's say, the British government had come to him and said, Mr. Gandhi, leave this struggle for freedom. We are going to give you Empire State Building. We are sign off in your name. We are going to put so much money in a Swiss bank account. We are going to do this thing. Whatever you want, we are going to give you, but give up this struggle.
Mhm.
You think Gandhi would have said yes? No.
No. Mm-mm. No. I don't think so. I don't think he would have said yes at all. One thing that I really love that he said is that we should be the change in the world that we want to see. And in
Exactly.
order for him to have made the profound change that he made in the world, he had to stick to what he knew
Yes.
was true for his life. And
Exactly.
you know, I asked you when we talked before, I said, well, Satish, I said, what made you just stick to it, and how did you keep going? And like you said today, you know, you were conditioned. So I wanted to know, you know, what you felt deep down inside. You know, did you feel like no matter what you would succeed, even though you came from poor beginnings, even though you had some struggles along the way as you moved into young adulthood? What made you feel deep down inside that you could still succeed when the odds were against you?
Hmm. As I said, it's what to visualize, right? And when you start believing that what I visualize, I'm going to actualize in my life,
Hmm.
okay? And you have firm belief in that, firm
Yes.
belief in that. That becomes the driving force.
Right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Firm belief.
Yes.
Firm belief.
Yeah. I remember, when President Kennedy was assassinated. I'm giving
Hmm.
an example. I was a little
Yes.
kid, and and I in those days they used to have a magazine, Life magazine, okay, and Life magazine would portray give you the story in pictures, and
Right.
Kennedy somehow, because the way he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your
Do for your
country."
country. Hmm.
So these things, as a little kid, those
Hmm.
things embedded in my mind, okay. And when he was assassinated, I was kind of shocked. I said, "Why would somebody kill him?" Okay. So, so I saw those pictures, his son saluting his coffin
Hmm.
when he was on Lafayette Square, his body lying in the Lincoln Room of White House,
Hmm.
and uh, and his grave, eternal flame. We all knew.
Yes.
I knew those things in India.
Hmm.
And every time something came about Kennedy, just like the Zurich came,
Hmm.
I say, I would love to go to the White House. I would love to go to Lafayette Square. I would love to go to his grave. And guess what? I ended up going there.
Hmm.
How did that happen? A kid growing up.
Yep. Because your desire, you desired it, you
Exactly.
spoke it,
It's,
and you manifested it.
it's a positive thinking that is going to
Positive
happen.
thinking.
And I'm going to be there. I'm going to go there. Okay.
Yes.
So don't mistake, all of you who are listening. If you have a positive mental attitude, that's the prerequisite to achieve your goal. Your goal is not the prerequisite. Okay. That you should have a goal, then you become positive. If you're not positive, you're never going to achieve your goal.
Right.
Okay, so become positive is the prerequisite that becomes your driving force behind all that you do in your life. Okay, then no matter what obstacle comes in your way, no matter what happens in your life, you are going to always looking for the solution. Okay, so answering your question, that's what kept me going.
Your positive mental attitude.
Positive mental
Wow.
attitude.
Wow.
Okay, a lot of folks, I can share another story with you.
Hmm.
About 30 years ago, when I was introduced to Think and Grow Rich, at
Hmm.
that time, let me tell you something. I didn't know anything about Think and Grow Rich. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
30 years ago, when I came to Canada,
Yeah.
when I left India, it was just a positive mental attitude I knew at that time.
Hmm.
I made a lot of money when I came to this country, and
Hmm.
then I invested in the wrong place. I went bankrupt. Okay,
Hmm.
that was 30 years ago. So the
Right.
story I'll tell you the power of positive thinking.
Hmm.
So when I declared bankruptcy, when you lose everything, all of a sudden, you come home and tell your family that you have lost everything. You have two small kids and a wife to support. And how do you think they are going to look at you? Okay. So every a person you talk to, and they think you're a loser.
Hmm.
Everybody.
Yes.
Okay. When you lose everything, every loser becomes your advisor. Understand this thing.
Yes.
Everybody thinks that you are dumb, you are stupid, you should not have done this thing or that thing. At that time, you have only one friend.
Mm-hmm.
Only one friend, your own self, your inner self, your positive mental attitude. That's what your real friend is. You say, you know what? I'm going to make it again.
Yes.
Okay. And not only this, when you declare bankruptcy, everybody told me, oh, for 6 years, no bank is going to give you any money for 6 years. Your credit can never be repaired for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the time I was introduced to Think and Grow Rich. Now think about this. That is the time Think and Grow Rich came into my life, because my mentor Tom Hopkins told me, he says, Satish, read Think and Grow Rich. It's going to help you. And guess what? I bought the book for about $3 some cents from Chapters. And
Uh-huh.
there was no chapter, it was a Cole's bookstore. Okay, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure I would know. And as I am flipping through the pages of that book,
Mm-hmm.
somehow I'm feeling good about it. I said, something makes sense. I had the book in my hand and I'm flipping through the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Desire. Oh, wow. Planning, imagination, specialized knowledge, faith. I said, seems good. But I wanted a quick fix in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So then I read one line in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can
Believe
achieve.
it can achieve. That's right. And we talked about that when you and I talked personally, when you showed me the book that Mr. Napoleon Hill signed for you.
This is the one.
That's the one. Awesome. Yep. I see a
His
signature.
signatures.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
these are his signatures. Okay. This is given to me by the Napoleon Foundation as a gift,
Foundation. Right.
that they gave it to me.
Right.
So let me finish that part. And then I started reading Napoleon Hill's other writings. Okay. And in that one, this for everybody who probably don't know much about this. So it's going to help you guys so much. You have no idea. Okay. I'm giving you a crash course on Think and Grow Rich. All right.
Yes.
It said there are man-made laws and mind-made laws. There are man-made laws, there are mind-made laws. And it said mind-made laws supersedes man-made laws. First I did not understand what he's talking about. What is he talking about? Man-made laws and mind-made laws. Then he gave an example. He said, if you drive 60 miles in a 40-mile zone, you may or may not get the ticket, because that's a man-made law. Okay. But if you breach your mind-made laws, you will always be punished.
Yes.
And if you always follow the mind-made laws, you will always be rewarded.
Okay, so let me stop you right there.
Sure.
Stop you right there, because what you said is powerful and profound.
Yes.
And it really goes to the point of this. And I always hear my mom and my grandparents and people that are watching us. I want you to put a 4 in the comment block below if you know that this has happened to you.
Yes.
You have your first mind. Yes. Somebody's saying, oh, you should do this, you should do this. But your mind is saying, no. This is not a good thing. No. I should not do it. But you do it anyway. You listen to somebody else. And then you get in more trouble than you've ever gotten to before, or you lose more than you've ever lost before because you didn't listen to your
exactly
first mind. So if that's happened to you, put a number 4 in the comment below. If that's happened to you, put a number 4 in the comment below. And give me a minute, because I'm going to put a number 4 in the comment block below for myself. Okay? Because that has happened to me. And so you're not preaching to the choir, because we know that this is true. The mind-made laws supersede the man-made laws. We can give in to man-made laws all day, every day. But when we don't listen to our mind, that's when we get in the most trouble of all. And we have people streaming in. Phyllis says, yep, me, number 4. Shandra Hardy out of Douglasville, Georgia. She's got her 4 in. And Sarah Beth from Philippines, she has her number 4 in. And I think we have a comment from Miss Phyllis Phyllis Weaver. She says, I have not heard that before. Mind-made laws supersede man-made laws. Yes, isn't that powerful? And then we've got another comment from Miss Sheandra Hardy. She said, there are man-made laws and mind-made laws. Mind-made laws supersede your man-made. Oh, they're helping us out tonight. They're putting it in. Somebody's taking notes. I always say note takers are money makers. And Sheandra said, your real friend is your inner self. Wow, this is an awesome statement. Yes, it is. And then Phyllis said, best attitude, stay positive no matter what. Yes, 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 yes. Wow. And so many folks, you keep streaming in. It's good to see you. And don't hesitate. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. And if you have any questions for Mr. SATISH VERMA, the CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute, now is your time to ask those burning questions that you've had for so long. Tonight is the night. You've got the opportunity of a lifetime. We'll be right back. Many people are trying to get in front of people on social media and don't know how because they don't know how to live stream. Well, you've come to the right place at the right time. And if you want to get noticed, you need to see Lotus. So reach out to her at www.lotusigniteyou.com. That's www.lotusigniteyou.com so that you can get in front of the people that need your services and your products today. All right, and we are back. For those of you that's just joining us, I've got a phenomenal guest here tonight. He is the CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute, none other than the Mr. Remarkable SATISH VERMA. And tonight, just in case you don't know, we are talking about use your thinking and grow rich. Okay, so wow, you just wowed us with what you said. It's wow, it is remarkable that you have shared with us that there are mind-made laws and there are man-made laws, but we must yield to our mind-made laws because those are the laws that can make us or break us. So let me ask you this. When you found Think and Grow Rich over 30 years ago, I know you read a lot of other books. And what books or teachings inspired you to persevere in conjunction with Think and Grow Rich?
Before I answer that question, I want to finish our previous conversation so
yes,
listeners have good idea about mind-made laws and man-made laws.
Yes.
So when I learned this thing, and all of a sudden it hit me that man-made laws is telling me that I am bankrupt and I won't be able to get out of bankruptcy for 6 years, right? That's man-made law. I said, but at the same time, I'm reading, whatever the mind can conceive and believe the mind can achieve, this is a mind-made law.
Yes.
Why don't I conceive in my mind that I'll be out of bankruptcy in 6 months? Because if I just want to test this whole philosophy, okay, I said, let me see if what Napoleon Hill is saying is right or wrong, okay? So I said, I'm going to do everything possible because I started taking course from the Napoleon Foundation, which I'll reveal to you later on. I said, I'm going to cross every T in this course, dot every I, and I believe that I'll be out of bankruptcy in 6 months. If this is really true that mind-made law is more powerful than the man-made law. Guess what, Lotus? I was out of bankruptcy in 6 months. I was out. My credit was back, and I made millions after this. Understand this thing?
Yes.
I said, if this thing works, this thing works, man. I made up my mind at that moment that one day I'll be teaching this philosophy to the whole world. And imagine, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I have no money, nothing. And I'm bankrupt, right?
Yes.
I said, I am going to, one day I'm going to own Think and Grow Rich. And guess what I own now?
Think and Grow Rich. You said it. You said it. You said it.
So all of you listeners, understand this thing. I am not BSing with you because Think and Grow would not let do to you. I'm telling you the truth. This is how powerful this is. I hope you take this with you tonight with you and talk to your friends, your relatives, all the associates that their thinking should not be stinking thinking. Understand this thing.
Yes.
When you think big, big things happen in life. If you have a positive mental attitude, that's what it counts. And believe in this, that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve is the key to your success. So always think big. Always think
Yes.
and believe in that thinking. And believe will come to you only when you have a positive mental attitude. Understand this thing.
Yes.
So coming back to your next
Yeah.
question, that which book has really, was writing has really inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have been a student of literature and psychology both. Okay, uh, Shakespeare was the one. I'll tell you. And when I read Think and Grow Rich, I said this is all Shakespeare talks about in his works.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did my master's degree in Shakespeare. That's why I'm telling you. Okay.
Shakespearean theory. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And so I'm not. I just read. I studied Shakespeare also to a great level. I
Wow.
said, this is what man says. This is what Shakespeare is talking all the times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, and so Shakespeare had a great influence in my life,
Mm-hmm.
along with Napoleon Hill. Okay. Um, See, people ask me what other ancient writings are great things to go into, because Napoleon Hill did not. Let me tell you something. In his works,
Mm-hmm.
Napoleon Hill just compiled the information, organized so we can. It's easier for us. He learned from ancient scriptures everything himself. He
Wow.
went into into talk to people who are applying those principles, eternal principles of success. That's what the information is in this one when you read it very carefully. Okay, so read the classics, right? Aristotle, Plato. You know, it's fun.
Yes.
It's fun, and then you read thinking. And then first you read thinking, then you read those things. You say, "My God, it's the same thing." Make sense? So
Yes.
these are the works that have inspired me. And I in my seminars and I quote quite a bit Shakespeare, because I know, my God, uh, this is great. And one more thing, I'll tell you why it's equivalent to Shakespeare. This his works. Shakespeare is about 400 to 500 years old, and we still read in our works, in our schools.
Mhm.
Napoleon is 80 plus years old, right?
Yes.
80 plus years old. It will be read after 800 years, after 8,000 years also.
Yes.
That's exactly what's going to happen to this as well. Okay, because why? Because this is the truth, and truth never dies.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
these principles I'm talking about, this is the eternal laws of nature. They are not man-made, they are mind-made. That's what it is. So I read a lot of stuff, then I go back to classics, right? See, all those new age motivational gurus, they are putting the same thing in a different way, but in a diluted form.
Mm-hmm.
It's watered down versions,
Mm-hmm.
but the real classic still belongs to Napoleon Hill.
Exactly.
And that's what inspired me to buy the rights for Think and Grow Rich from the Napoleon Foundation. I said, why don't I give to the world the classic?
Mhm.
Why do
Yes.
I want to create anything of my own? Why don't we give them real classes so they can really feel it, sense it, smell it, right? So, so that's what my favorite readings are.
Awesome. So I have another question.
Mhm.
We're gonna grab a quick question, take a quick break, but we're gonna grab this question, folks, before we take a quick break, because I want you to join in and guess this next question. But he's not gonna answer it, folks, until we come back. So, Satish, out of all of the lot of the books or chapters inside Think and Grow Rich, out of the 15 chapters, which is your favorite in the book? And don't tell us until we come back. And we're going to give you time.
Yeah.
We're going to give you time to guess which one is his favorite chapter.
Let them answer that question.
Yes, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Many people are trying to get in front of people on social media and don't know how because they don't know how to live stream. Well, you've come to the right place at the right time. And if you want to get noticed, you need to see Lotus. So reach out to her at www.lotusignitesyou.com. That's www.lotusignitesyou.com so that you can get in front of the people that need your services and your products today. Okay, folks, you've got 23, 22, 21, 20, 19 seconds to guess which chapter in Think and Grow Rich is Mr. SATISH VERMA's favorite chapter. Go ahead and put it in the block below, and if you win, you may get a t-shirt or something, you know? All right. So, let's see if anyone has guessed which chapter in the book is your favorite chapter. And I hope you guys are not afraid to try to guess which book or which chapter in the book of Think and Grow Rich is Mr. SATISH VERMA's favorite chapter. So let's go right over there. Ha, 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 ha. Hillary, Phyllis Weaver said, juicy question. And she said she loves Shakespeare. And let's go ahead and take a couple more comments. I want to make sure we get that in. Oh, and Mr. Walton had a question as well. So, Mr. Walton, we're going to give you all a little bit more time to guess the question while we take this question. Okay. He says, what is the quickest way to recondition your mind?
Great question. You can do it now. You can just do it. It's all within you. And see, people ask me this kind of question all the time. Quickest way. How badly you want to change? That's the question.
Wow.
How badly you want to change? If that bad is not enough, it will never change. That's the answer. How badly you want to change that part about yourself. And if you're still skeptical about it, it's okay. Let me tell you, okay is never okay.
So I have this question for people that say, I've been trying to do it and I'm trying to read the book, but I'm having problems. I can't get my spouse, I can't get my children to even read the book with me. And I'm trying to change it.
Yeah.
What do you say to those folks?
Well, why do you want to change somebody else? I don't get it. Why do you want to change somebody else? Why don't you change yourself first? And the minute it changes you, everything around you is going to change anyway. So don't try to change somebody else. Just keep on doing. Do you think that I didn't have any problem when I went bankrupt? Nobody's with me. So at that time, you have your only friend is you within your own self. And when you change, everything around you changes. And see, when you read entire Think and Grow Rich and internalize it, you will know the fun. You will know how it's not important to change other people, because you are going to respond to other people You're not, and you're going to respond in a way, you're still very happy person. You think my spouse wanted to talk about think and grow rich when you go bankrupt? She said, well, this kind of thinking, is thinking. Look what happened to us. But my firm belief in what I believed in is more important than the belief in somebody else's belief in me. Always remember this thing. Belief in your own self is more important than somebody else's belief in me, unless they are my mentors. Okay? So always remember this thing. Don't try to change anybody. Change
I
your.
love it. I love it. And Mr. Walton said, thank you. And we appreciate your question, Mr. Walton. Thank you. And he says, yes, they all steal from Hill. That's cool. Okay. So we've got another comment. Miss Phyllis Weaver says, rebound / resilience, positive mental attitude, believe, think big. And Shiandra says, get rid of your stinking thinking and believe in it. Believe in it. So that's awesome. So thank you so much. And here we go. Another comment. I am enjoying this teaching. Awesome message. Well, thank you so much. And Angela put a number 1 in the comment, and Dwayne put a thank you there. So I'm not sure, Angela, if you think that Mr. Satish's favorite chapter is number 1. I'm not sure if Miss Shirley is saying number 4, but let's ask Mr. Satish, what is your favorite chapter?
Okay. Let me answer it this way. If you want to be a great writer, there are 26 alphabets in the language, right? A to Z. Which one you want to really miss out so you can be a great author or a great writer? Which one you would say, I don't want to learn about S or R or any vowels or consonant? Will you miss out some of those and say, I'm going to be a great writer? I hope I answered your question. Each and every chapter in the book is very important. That's why Napoleon Hill talks about, he said the secret to success is going to jump at you. It will jump at you. It could be on the first page. It will be on the last page. It could be somewhere in the middle. You don't know. So that part becomes your favorite when it jumps at you. So for me, every word that jumped on me made me who I am. It just like we cannot say, if you, for example, there are 17 principles in his philosophy. In think there are only 13, okay? In total, there are 17. If you have 17 instruments in an orchestra, which one would you want to take out so it sounds the same?
None.
Exactly the same way. There's not a single principle you can say this is more important than the other, because they all rest upon each other.
Yes.
If you don't, okay, let's say you have a positive mental attitude, okay? Or say, I am positive, but you don't have any goal.
Right.
What good is that to you? Positive mental attitude.
Nothing, because you're not going nowhere fast.
Not going anywhere. Okay, so every principle rests upon the other principle.
Yes.
One cannot exist without the other. And Napoleon Hill also talks about that your success in life is going to be exactly in exact proportion to how many principles you apply in your life. Out of 17 principles, how many you are really applying? So that's exactly will be your success. If you are applying 17, all of them, your success will have a huge magnitude. So every principle is very important. Don't ignore one. One may become your one that really change your life. That becomes your favorite. Understand this thing?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you start
Yes.
believing. They say, oh, this is what I was lacking. Okay, but doesn't mean that others are not your favorite. Okay, but that principle you will remember always. This is the one that changed my life. But others
Yes.
are as important as the one that changed your life also. Don't forget. So
Exactly.
every principle is important. So when I took the course,
Mm-hmm.
I said I am going to learn every principle, cross every T, dot every I, and I want to be out of bankruptcy in 6 months. And I got out. And it was like a miracle. Like people, even bankers don't believe. I
Yep.
many bankers something very powerful. I'm going to share with the audience, okay, with the listeners.
Hold on.
Yeah,
If you have not gotten your pad and pen, I
yes,
say this all the time.
sure,
Note takers are money makers. If you have not gotten your pad and pen, you need to get it now.
sure.
You should have had it at the start. But if you don't have it, get it, because he's getting ready to share something with you. And I'm going to give a close up right on his face, right on his lips, so you can see the words that's coming out of his mouth.
Sure.
Satish?
Okay. So a couple of years ago, I was delivering a seminar in one organization invited me to speak. Okay, and during the break, a man walked up to me and he said, I know you from somewhere. I said, really? I said, oh, that's good. Thank you. He asked me if I had lived at a particular place at that time, a few years ago. I said, yes, I did. He said, oh, this is the kind of business you used to own at one time? I said, yes. I said, what's your name? And I read his name tag. It said Andy. I said, what's your last name? He gave me his last name. You know what? He was the banker who forced me into bankruptcy, who came to attend my seminar. And he says, Satish, I can't believe it what you are. I said, thank you for forcing me into bankruptcy. I would not be where I am today if it were not for you. Look what happens. The, this is the real power of Think and Grow Rich. And when you start experiencing it, you're totally different, man. It's great feeling. Okay.
Yes.
So the person who's forcing me into bankruptcy is coming to attend my seminars, you know, and that's that was the highlight of my career. I'm telling you,
Awesome.
right? So I can tell
Wow.
you many stories like this, and not from my own story, but stories of my students who have taken our courses, the
Mhm.
students who have attended my seminars, and they all have powerful things to talk about
Mhm.
after they have finished the course. So all of you who are really Think and Grow Rich, there's one thing I advise you: don't ever postpone your success.
Wow, that's powerful.
It-
Don't ever postpone your success.
yeah,
If you got that, if you feel that, if you've postponed your success before,
yeah,
all the way up to 2020, and
yeah.
you're ready to do something new in 2021, Satish Verma has told us, don't ever postpone your success. So if folks want to get in touch with you, if folks want to start getting involved with the Think and Grow Rich Institute, take the course or what have you, how can they get involved?
We used to do a lot of seminars, live seminars. I did a lot in the United States also. Because of COVID, we can't do this, so it prompted us to start an online course. Okay, and I think I sent you the link.
Yes, I have it, and it's in the ticker, and I'm going to make it a little bit big so
Yeah.
everybody can actually see it, just in case uh, you're dealing with little glasses or something like that.
Okay.
But there it is, folks.
So this course is on this link right now, and you can register yourself. There's a considerable discount we are offering on this course, as you know this, right?
Yes.
Number one. And second, we also are developing another course, and I hope because you are familiar with Think and Grow Rich, it's how to be a coach, Think and Grow Rich coach. Okay, this is coming directly from Napoleon Foundation and Think and Grow Rich Institute. We are developing this course, how you become a coach. You coach people to apply the philosophy. And there are a lot of coaches in this world, but nobody's Think and Grow Rich coach. We
Mhm.
except me right now. Okay?
Right.
So we are developing this course, how to be a coach to help people to apply this philosophy, and you can have your own business also. And if when you register yourself for to become a coach for Think and Grow Rich, you will be on the Napoleon Foundation page. When people click there, well, this coach is near my area, this coach I like, and you can charge whatever you like, your hourly rate, whatever you think. People charge anywhere from $150 to $5,000 an hour. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to charge. These see coaches. I'm not talking about Think and Grow Rich coaches because right now we have a couple of them beside myself. Uh, Other coaches, they charge $10,000 a session, 5,000 a session, 15,000 a session, and here you can charge whatever you like. They charge more than any psychologist will do. Understand this?
Yes.
Okay? So this will help you a great deal. Start your own business. You can still do the other whatever else you are doing, but you can also become a Think and Grow Rich coach. And the program should be ready by end of January.
Awesome.
And it'll be we are streaming that program. It'll be probably about 7 days,
Mhm.
7 weekends I'm talking about, because we have to teach you so much so that you don't miss the beat when a
Right.
client comes to you. Okay?
So I've got a question for you, and I'm going on a limb here, folks. I'm going on a limb. If you want Mr. SATISH VERMA to come back right before this program is launched, somebody already put it two. Somebody already put it two. I didn't even get it out, and somebody put it two. But this is the question: if you want Mr. SATISH VERMA to come back right before the program is launched, so those of you that want to get involved can jump on board. Put a number 2 in the comment block below. Put a number 2 in the comment block below. Walton put a 5. That's good. Walton put a 5, but that 5 will work. So, Mr. SATISH, before your program goes live, would you please come back? Would you please send me some information on how people can register to become Think and Grow Rich coaches? Because I know this young man right here, Mr. Dwayne Walton, he loves Think and Grow Rich, and he is a coach, and I'm confident that he would love to get involved with the program, because for many years he's been in and out of the Think and Grow Rich, and he wants to be wealthy, not just monetarily, but in every aspect of his life. So I would be delighted if you would come back to the show right before that launches. And I have Phyllis Weaver, Sheandra Hardy, Angela Elton. Of course, my phone is being used. I put a 2 in there. And Dwayne Walton said, yes, yes. So we're looking forward to having you come back.
I will. And also, let me tell you, we are going to have first batch, probably no more than 15 coaches, first batch. No more than this, because
yes,
we want only those people to coach who live and breathe Think and Grow Rich. And when you take that course, you will be able to do this. We promise, we assure you this thing, because you will become a totally different human beings. Your response in life is going to be very different to the things that you are experiencing now. Okay, and like I didn't give you anything about Think and Grow Rich yet, just not even a fingernail.
Yes.
Because this philosophy is so deep, and once you start understanding as a coach, my God, you can imagine what can happen to you in your life. Okay, so I will definitely come back and help you, but also the prerequisite is always you will be taking this course, what she has. You have to take this, otherwise you will not even know what I'm coaching you on.
Exactly.
And this course also has a lot of exercises. It has a lot of you will understand TGR differently.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. How many of you actually have read Think and Grow Rich of these people? I am sure everybody's familiar with that.
So if you've read Think and Grow Rich, if you have read Think and Grow Rich, put in number 7. Put in number 7 in the comment block below. And we're going to take a quick break.
Sure.
And he's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Sure.
What you see right there, that link. He's going to tell you a little bit about that link. So if you have read Think and Grow Rich, put in number 7 in there so that we know.
Welcome to the world of achievement, wealth, and happiness.
Yeah.
You have arrived at the ultimate source material for success. You will feel as if you have just struck a vein of gold. My name is SATISH VERMA, President and CEO of Think and Grow Rich Institute. I was introduced to Think and Grow Rich when I was confronted with a personal and professional adversity in my life. I was facing bankruptcy, and I had 2 children and a wife to support. At that time, I turned to Napoleon Hill's philosophy for inspiration. Inspiration it did give me, but also got me out of bankruptcy in 6 months and made me millions. This philosophy also brought harmony and peace in my personal life, in relationships, physical health, and also in spirituality. Experiencing the power and impact of Think and Grow Rich, I made it my mission to help people to break away the chains of poverty, limitation, and lack, so they can be and do and have anything that they want in life. So Think and Grow Rich Institute is the only organization in the world certified by Napoleon Foundation to teach this philosophy. Your decision to take this course may really be a turning point in your life. Think and Grow Rich has brought fame and fortunes to millions of people. It can do the same to you only if you are ready for it. Now, let's talk about how this course is organized. In the first 3 lessons, you are going to learn why people think and grow rich. And in the subsequent lesson, you are going to learn how to think rich so you can grow rich. This course comes with a digital workbook where you can make notes of important points. It also provides you some points to ponder and also additional reading material for your benefit. Each principle is followed by a quiz to understand the essence of the principle. You must score 80% on the quiz. If you don't, I urge you to go back to the principle so you can understand it better. The purpose of this course is to help you make the impossible possible so you can make this world a better place in which to live. Enjoy the journey to self-discovery and discover how unlimited and powerful you are.
All right. Fantastic.
Yes.
Wow.
See, those of you, how many people said they are familiar with Think and Grow Rich? Almost everyone.
So let's look. Yes, several folks. So we have Dwayne Walton. He's read it. Angela Elton, she's read it. Phyllis Weaver, she's read it. Sheandra Hardy, she's read it. So all of these folks here have read it. And I know that they've read it personally because they read it with me.
Sure. Okay. See, there are this course. Let me tell you what this course is about. This course is not about Think and Grow Rich. It's not about just Think and Grow Rich. That course has in it some of the material which has never been ever published. Okay, because we had to go to the archives material of Napoleon Hill Foundation, and because Napoleon used to teach Think and Grow Rich himself, we had to pull a lot of material from there to turn into a course. And there's a mind filter concept in the course. Once you see that, it's really mind-blowing the way Napoleon Hill explains why you are the way you are. Okay, I think Dwayne asked this question, that how quickly I can change that mindset. See how quickly we can get rid of the past. That's the question, right? So that helps you to understand how long will it take for you to get rid of that so you can become a new person. And that's how powerful that course is. Okay, and you will enjoy it so much. You'll say, my God, what is next coming? What is next coming? And I urge you, if you really want to succeed in life, and you know this is something real that has come to this world, this course, do not miss it. This course is worth tens of thousands of dollars. People are saying, why you're just giving it away? I said, well, you know what? Napoleon Hill will do the same exactly what we are doing. So we are not going to uh, rob people. And I have been to few seminars. They want everybody's credit card there. Understand this thing.
Yes.
And they want you to overcharge. Call your credit companies to extend your limit. What kind of nonsense is this? So
Yep.
it's exactly when you see that, you'll be totally blown away.
So
yeah.
I have another question.
Sure.
Angela says she can't wait to take the course.
Yeah.
Is there, so many people have been struck by COVID.
Sure.
And people are looking and saying, hey, Christmas is also coming up on us, especially people with kids. Is there any type of discount code going on? I know for Black Friday, the Institute did something remarkable. I mean, you guys just, the savings was amazing. Is there any type of discount code or anything that's still in existence that they can use?
We let me tell you what we have right now. Because of Black Friday, like, our system froze. That's how many people wanted to take this course. Okay, so we told our tech department, continue this 60% off. Continue. So it is still 60% off.
Oh wow!
And use it. Yeah, because I'll tell you, in New Year's, it's going to be very much up. Like, it's not going to be 60% off. It's not going to be nothing off. All right. So what we are doing is we are building people. We are helping people so they can afford it, they can understand, so they can become wealthy, financially, emotionally, physically. Okay, this is just for this month we are doing it. So don't miss the opportunity, because the coaching course that is coming up.
Right.
You want to be a coach, you want to have your own business, you want to be affiliated with Think and Grow Rich for the rest of your life. You would want other people to be part of this also. The mission of Think and Grow Rich is this: we want to make this world a better place in which we live. Okay, we want a lot of you to be part of this. Okay,
Yes.
I can't say more than this.
Awesome. So I thank each and every one of you tonight for joining us. We're going to take a quick break, a pause for the cause, and go ahead and grab your discount code. I think it's TGR60. Is that correct?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, so TGR60 is the discount code. So go ahead and grab your code. When I come to you, I'm always coming with some powerful information that's going to help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life. And Mr. Dwayne says, can you talk a little about the mastermind?
Yes, I can. When we come back from the break?
Yes.
Yes, sure. I'll talk about mastermind.
Okay, fantastic. So give us a quick minute. We're going to take a quick break and come right back. And Mr. SATISH VERMA is going to talk to you about the mastermind. We'll be right back. You want to be a celebrity guest on the show? And you want to know where to go? Well, go to www.lotusricheignitesyou.com. Again, that's www.lotusricheignitesyou.com. www.lotusricheignitesyou.com to be the celebrity on the show. All right, and we are back. And we had a question from the folks out there in our viewing audience. And the question came from Mr. Dwayne Walton. He asked, can you talk a little about the mastermind?
Okay. Mastermind actually is the crux of the whole philosophy. Okay. So let me ask this question: where does the knowledge come from? Okay, knowledge comes from the libraries, from the writing, the people who have written books. It comes from nature. It comes from different sources, from researches, all that we do. But there's one another source that knowledge come from is called your third mind. Okay? When two people are in harmony with each other
Mhm.
and they have a common goal, that's what mastermind is. Mastermind is people are in harmony together with a common goal. That's what the real mastermind is.
Mhm.
So when you, let's say I want to open a company that makes computers. I'm just giving an example. And I have no idea about computers. I don't know. I heard about this is a great thing.
Mhm.
I have no knowledge. It's just a new idea in this world that so so but I am so excited about this, but I have no resources, just an idea. So what normally happens, we on those ideas, right? Because I don't know, I don't have any money, I don't have anything. How I'm going to make a company that makes computers? So that's the time you will need somebody who will be in the same vibration like your mind is, who will also want to join you. Okay, and there are certain rules of becoming a mastermind um, uh, participant in the group. Okay, there are certain rules Napoleon talks about. So mastermind is that when you have a common goal and you lack the expertise and the knowledge or even the resources, that you can't don't know how to accomplish that goal, you get some people into that group who are rewarded fairly for their services to you. That's what forms the mastermind. Okay, but people, I see a lot of things. Oh, think and roach mastermind, and I watch them. I said, what do they do? Like there's no common goal. See, everybody doesn't get rewarded for this. Andrew Carnegie, who was actually creator of this kind of mastermind, he said every person who joins the mastermind, first of all, see what they can contribute to the common goal, how big they can make that goal, and how they are going to be rewarded for that goal.
Mhm.
Okay, these are the criteria of having a mastermind. Common goal, right? And they have the knowledge and expertise. And another condition, they must all get along with each other harmoniously.
Right.
If there's no harmony, there is no mastermind. Understand this thing. Okay, I have a mastermind of my own, like
Mhm.
people who help us develop the program, people who contribute to the success of Think and Grow Rich Institute.
Mhm.
There's never a argument. There's nothing because we all have a common goal that we want to make Think and Grow like a household name. That's the common goal, and each one gets rewarded for this, whosoever comes in, as a mastermind, and what they contribute toward the success of this, they get compensated accordingly. That's what the mastermind is. So I can't go in, like, this is one full day we spent, if not more, just on this chapter alone. How you create it, what kind of people you get in, what will the ultimate purpose of mastermind, right? What kind of characteristics and personality traits the mastermind person who started this should have. We we teach all this kind of stuff so that you can really create a great mastermind to achieve your goals. It's basically filling in the deficiencies that you have within your own self. Understand? And a lot of people are afraid. They say, what if they take my idea and go somewhere? Well, you're not strong enough then. Understand this thing. You have to have a full confidence and faith with your own ability. Nobody's going to steal it. Nobody's going to steal it. If they steal it, they are think and grow poor anyway, right? They're not
Yes.
think and grow rich. So nobody can steal your ideas. Understand this. If you have so much faith in your own ability, they would want to be part of your organization. And that kind of confidence you have to develop within your own self first to lead the mastermind. You think Andy Carney was afraid that, oh, Charles Schwab is going to take away his company? Are you kidding me? Because Charles Schwab was very handsomely rewarded for the contribution that he made to Andrew Carnegie's company. Why would he leave him? So So that's all I can say at this moment about mastermind. So we can maybe in later talks we can discuss further. Have a common goal, have harmony, and have the person who is in your mastermind. They have the knowledge and expertise to contribute towards your mastermind. That's all. Don't have a relative or a friend in the mastermind. You're making a big mistake.
Mhm.
They are your social mastermind. They are not expert mastermind. You
Mhm.
need somebody who has the ability, who has the initiative, who also has the positive mental attitude, who has all the characteristics that a person should have to achieve a big goal. If they don't have it, this mastermind is going to crumble. Okay.
Yep.
So mastermind is the greatest power. Is Napoleon Hill talks about is a power greater than the atomic power. That's how explosive it can become if you have a proper mastermind. And every great business that has succeeded in this world, like Microsoft, Apple, it was started by Steve Jobs. Understand
Yep.
this. But there are a lot of people who formed the mastermind to make it a success. Same with Microsoft. Same thing happened. Started with Bill Gates, but he has Steve Wozniak and other people along with him to help him to take the company where it should go. So that's what the real mastermind is.
Exactly. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our final words of wisdom for this evening. And guess what? We went over our time
Yes.
because you had wonderful
That happens.
questions for us, but he's coming back. Okay. So, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Here it goes.
Yes.
All right, and we are back, and we want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. Dwayne said, "Expert mastermind and social mastermind." Yes, yes, yes. And Phyllis said, "Thanks for the link." And Angela said, "Take advantage of the discount code, the TGR60, through the holidays before 2021. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. It's a several $100s savings. So get in there and grab it and jump into 2021 like you've never jumped into another year before." So, with that being said, for those of you that's just coming on, you have missed a wonderful broadcast, but no need to worry. Click the replay. Tonight, I had my wonderful guest, the CEO of the Think and Grow Rich Institute, Mr. SATISH VERMA. And as always, as I end all of my shows, we're going to give you some words of wisdom from our wonderful guest, Mr. SATISH VERMA.
You know, in our courses, people ask us which principle I should apply that I can get a quick success in my life. In the course, you are going to learn this. Okay, it's called the habit of going the extra mile. Okay, and let me explain to you what extra mile is. I'm going to give you a very practical example. See, we launched this 60% discount on Think and Grow Rich a day before Black Friday. Okay? And we launched it in the evening of Thursday. But Thursday morning, somebody had bought the course at full price of $498. Somebody paid full price. Not one, there were a few people. And my daughter said, "Dad, these fellows have paid full price for the course. And we just gave 60% off today." And I said, "Listen, refund their money. Give them 60% off also." It doesn't matter. We launched it now. What if they launched it tomorrow? We would give them discount, right? So yeah, I said, oh, so let's give them this money back. And that was given back to them. And they had no clue that we even had 60% off. So when you go beyond the call of your duty, irrespective of whether it's a financial loss to you or not, it doesn't matter anymore. You will always be a success. Okay? Do more than what you're paid for. If you will see when this principle is very greatly explained in the course itself. There's a full section we put in there, and that's not in the Think and Grow Rich. That principle is not in Think and Grow Rich. It's in the other works of Napoleon Hill, where we pulled out and put in the course. My own personal success has been because of this going the extra mile principle. We go beyond the call of duty. My son has a multi-million-dollar education company. You want to know the extra mile? Call their office. That will tell you what going the extra mile is all about. That will show you that how you treat people on the other end. What happens if the roles are reversed? How would you feel? That's called the extra mile. So if you start applying this in your life, you will have an instant change in your life. You don't have to wait for it anymore. And when you go extra mile for your children, without expectation of reward, understand this thing, you are doing for your children. Oh, a lot of people, when we do our live sessions, oh, I do so much for my kids, oh, I bought them iPad, I bought them laptop, I bought them this thing, that thing. They all talk about this nonsense, and they think that's going the extra mile. That's not going the extra mile, because every time we bought something for our children, people buy, but they are making their kids feel guilty about it. Oh, see, I just bought you the laptop. I just bought you the iPad. You better clean your room. Things like this. No expectations. You just do it. You will see your life will never be the same after this. And that's exactly what got me out of bankruptcy. Because somebody saw this in what I was doing. And that person said, I'm going to help you. And got me out. So go the extra, okay, do more than you're paid for. Measure how big is it going to be. Thank you very much. And
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that, the habit of going the extra mile. I want to thank you for being on the show this evening. You are amazingly phenomenal, and I have had a delightful time. And thank you to each and every one of you out there that has been a part of this broadcast. We are humbly happy and honored that you're here. And it looks like we might be experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. Seems like every time we get ready to do the most powerful stuff, we get a little technical difficulties. But it's quite all right, because technical difficulties can happen. So with that being said, I just want to thank each and every one of you. And don't forget, grab your discount code, get on board. There's that discount code. The link is already in the comment. The link is already in the comment. So thank you so much. Awesome show. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And Mr. Verma greatly appreciates it. Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, my connection was cut off somehow.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So somebody asked me a question.
They said, thank you for this broadcast. Awesome show. So thank you so much. Thank you for the link, and you are so welcome. Thank you so much. So we're delighted that all of you were here tonight. We want to continue to have you join us. And don't forget, join me again tomorrow. Join me tomorrow when I have another spectacular guest. And just to let you know, let me make sure, let me grab something for you right quick if I can grab it. Tomorrow, I've got a phenomenal guest coming up, Satish. He's coming all the way from Germany. He's coming from Germany. And let me see, it shared the wrong one, but it's okay. And I hope you all can see this one. Let me unshare that. And then I'll reshare and grab the one I really want to share. Let's see if that's it. No, that's not it either. But hold on one second, folks, because I got to let you know this. When you come back tomorrow on my show time is going to be at a different time. I've got a phenomenal guest all the way from Germany. He is Sharqui Javid. He is coming all the way from Germany, and we're going to be talking about thinking out of the box. Isn't it a wonderful rollout after Think and Grow Rich? So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for being with us tonight. And of course, Satish, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you do, helping all of us to think and grow rich, because it all starts with a thought. Good night, folks. Thank you to Mr. SATISH VERMA, the CEO of Think and